Hello?
How can I help you?
Hello, this is Officer Maceo?
Yes.
Okay, do you have a Corporal K. Brown there?
Corporal who?
K. Brown?
I'm not sure who that is, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Are you able to find out?
I could try. Do you know if they work here at South Central?
Supposedly they do.
Give me 1 sec. Let me see if they work here. Hold on.
Okay.
Come in until later in the afternoon. I'm not sure if they work today because we can't give out schedules over the phone, but they work third watch.
Oh. Well, can I leave a message?
Sure.
Are you able to see if a report was supplemented?
If a what was supplemented?
A report was supplemented?
Yes, I can.
Okay, just one moment. Let me give you the report number.
Okay, can I put you on hold? I have another. Oh, never mind. They hung up. Just kidding.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm getting it. Just one moment. My phone's
Okay.
malfunctioning. It does that quite often. You guys want to investigate it? One moment. Okay, that report number is 068906-2022.
Can you repeat that for me? I didn't catch the first part of it.
068906/2022.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to get an investigation ever since 2018 when my daughter witnessed my false arrest on the false statements that were made and why the family court denied me my right to go to court 2 times and covered for me not having access and visitation 2018. And then why they kept changing their story on if my child custody rights were termed, as well as multiple other parties. Detective Perez said that he called CPS, and CPS said that my rights were terminated. I talked to Rashida something. She was a CPS worker that sabotaged investigations. She said my rights weren't terminated. Attorney General claims that they don't know. I've tried to hire multiple attorneys that eventually denied me services, and then they claim they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep getting talked to an attorney, and the ones that I speak to deny services, and then they don't know. So I went to police to get police investigation, because it's like multiple parties are scheming to sabotage my rights as a parent, and handling a child custody agreement is a felony. And I also like the police department to figure out why family placed FLP or deny me my supervised visits and scheming, so I can't get them. So I went to family FLP to get to the bottom of why they're not returning my calls and deny me the supervised visits that the court gave me out of corruption. And the police would not investigate that either. So if multiple parties in the police department is scheming to sabotage my rights as a parent, hindering a child custody agreement is a felony, even if the CPS, family FLP, the court, and multiple other parties are still committing felonies. If you are a court and you can't get your story straight, that's a crime. So if you're law enforcement and you're denying investigation out of criminal activity, that's still a crime. You can't decide because you're the law that you don't want to investigate yourselves, so you deny investigation. So I'm trying to figure out why the police department keeps slandering me and lying to me and denying to figure out why Family FLP is denying me services along with multiple other agencies and organizations. I tried to express that I felt targeted, but they had me removed. So here's the thing, my child has been abused by the party that she is living with. September 24th of 2011, the police department came and took pictures of the bruises. I left and moved away from town. Then they came back in her life around 2016, and then she went over back and forth, and she could talk at that time, and she could let me know if things were going on, and it wasn't consistent. And then they came back in the picture late 2017, and then she reported abuse again in February 2018. I'm not quite sure why CPS and the courts and the police department isn't covering for the crimes.
Right, and I'm not aware of any of that. So
You are aware. I don't know why police tamper with evidence and commit crimes. You are aware. Do not say that. If I'm reporting it to you, you are fully aware. Now, what you do with that awareness is up to you, and covering for suspected child abuse is a crime. That's a Class A misdemeanor. So don't say that you're not aware, because you guys have been aware ever since I've been reporting it 2018, and the 60-something reports that I have that you guys want to investigate, you're fully aware. So that is a blatant lie. That's tamper with evidence. So don't say that you're not aware like the other officers that tamper with evidence. You guys are aware. The 60-something reports that I can't give records for confirms that you're fully aware.
You were wanting to leave a message for an officer, and I can do that for you. What message were you trying to leave for him?
Yes, I want to know why no one will investigate the family FLP to see why they're denying me the supervised visits. I want to know what is causing the police department to commit felonies and cover for my child custody rights being tampered with. Why they're refusing investigation for the courts to see why they can't get their life straight. Why they're refusing investigation for James Hastings, how he was incorporated in the picture and then he was out. It is observable corruption. So is that why people won't produce the reports in multiple different departments? Atasca can't find their reports either. So if they would have let me report that I was targeted in internal affairs and multiple other departments, then there would be evidence. And tamper with evidence is a felony. So you just can't decide that I'm not going to take her reports or investigate her reports like what's being done. So I would like him to call me back and multiple parties to figure out why Family Place FLP is denying me my supervised visits. I think the government's behind it. I think that's why I can't get any domestic violence organization to help me, and why I was drug out of IBOC, Inspiring Body of Christ Church, begging for help. I think that's why the pastor ducked and dodged me when I said, please, please help me. I think my life is in jeopardy. Someone that I have been knowing a long time and buried my mom, but all of a sudden then when I told him my life is in jeopardy, please, please help me, and he ducked and dodged me and ignored me. I tried to report it to the police, but one of the 60-something reports that you guys want to investigate. So I'm not quite sure if I have all this chaos going on and I'm deprived of my right to law enforcement. Is that something that your intention is that I'd have to live with that for the rest of my life and you guys are going to get away with it forever? Or are you trying to wait till all the evidence is gone like you did prior with the false arrest to the statute of limitations is gone? Till the body cam footage has disappeared? So I'm not quite sure what the holdup is, why I've experienced being years and haven't even had an investigator or my records. And why do multiple parties, instead of doing law enforcement, want to give me criminal trespasses? I would think that all of this chaos I'm reporting would take precedence over giving me a criminal trespass out of, from nothing. And I'd like to know all these criminal trespasses I've accumulated. I still don't know what they're for. I seem to be getting handcuffed and hauled off when I want explanations on why I'm getting them. And I can't go to court to get answers. That's pretty odd.
You can get any information from open records.
No, ma'am, you're not listening. There's a disconnect in my communication with multiple parties. They won't give me my records. And I would think that I would be able to go to court to get information on why I'm being detained and arrested and given criminal trespasses.
Well, if it's
trying to report abuse.
City of Dallas, you can go to open records.
I think that there's a disconnect again because with you.
Go ahead and hang up. I will leave this comment for officer.
Well, I would like a resolution because I've been patient for years and people want to disconnect to tamper with evidence. So you're telling me to go to open records and I'm telling you that I'm targeted and not getting law enforcement. And the best solution that all of the information that I gave you is to go to open records. If when I call repeatedly, place person to person on my phone and everywhere I go, someone is committing a crime, how am I supposed to get out of it? Tampering with evidence, hindering a case, those are crimes. You just can't decide over and over again, I'm going to keep her from knowledge of her rights so I can keep victimizing her. Hey, what do? I went to internal affairs. You guys are depriving me and multiple other departments of investigation, openly committing crimes over and over again, getting away with it. I miss my daughter. Family FLPs deny me the access to the supervised visits that are derived out of criminal activity. What am I supposed to do? When law enforcement is so corrupt, I asked you about why I was not allowed to go to court on these false charges. You, instead of you giving me any education on how court can be so corrupt, they deny you your right to go to court. You say go to open records. That's not a right that I have. The corruption is so extreme. They gave me fraud and deny my records out of corruption. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of being so corrupt to where you don't want that party incriminating you, that you don't allow them to go to their own court date on multiple different courts. 255th District Court did it 2 times. Hillsborough did it, got away with it. Frank Crowley did it multiple times. And then when they had me detained on these false pretenses, they did it then. These are multiple different courts that's bold enough for someone to entice to deprive me of my right to go to court. Do you have answers for that?
Yeah, but I will leave a message for Officer Brown for you, okay? That's what you called about, and I'm going to have to...
Or maybe his supervisor. Maybe, what about his supervisor? Because you're not giving me any solutions. And this is probably why it's been going on for years, because it's like it's cover-up. I don't know why party to party would deprive me of solutions to get away from, if family FLP, why won't you guys investigate why they're denying me the supervised visits and playing games? That was ordered by the court. Why would you deny me law enforcement? Why would they deny me the right to see what was going on with my daughter and play games when I wanted a welfare check? And they did the same thing with my son. Ma'am, I think it's very obvious that you guys are covering for crimes, and that's criminal. And I think that you guys need your charges. Conspiracy to violate civil rights is a criminal offense. If you conspire together to deprive a citizen of their rights and law enforcement, that's criminal. And it's evidence because you have posted my name up in your building to entice other officers to tamper with evidence and commit crimes and bully me. By my name being posted up in the front of the police department.
I'm going to transfer you to a supervisor.
Thank you. Yes, are you a supervisor?
Excuse me?
Are you a supervisor?
No. What are you needing now?
Oh, what's your name?
Hold on just a minute.
It's time for me to start work. They play games. It's like they know. So I'm just going to hang up.